Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Bola Tinubu, Osibanjo are Ibrahim Magu's godfather. Femi Kayode. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. Hey, Nigerians, the matter is beginning to heat up. The revelations are opening up and we're beginning to see, our eyes are becoming clearer. You know, if man will not help man, God will help man. What you are saying in Nigeria, we might not have the power, you and I, just the man on the street who wants better for Nigeria may not be able to articulately and adequately question these people or bring them to book. But guess what? There is a God who can. And this God is going to disgrace them in so much that they have no choice but to reveal the truth. What we are hearing right now is that Tinubu, Osibanjo are Ibrahim Magu's godfather. You know, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. The matter is just so intense, I'm telling you. It's been discovered that these are the godfather, that he has never worked with Muhammadu Buhari. You know, when appointment is being made, like I earlier mentioned, if you've been following us, you would have heard that it was several parties that came together to form a coalition of all parties that came together to form APC. So in appointment, they have to suggest some persons to also be appointed. And what we are hearing now is that Tinubu and Osibanjo were the ones who nominated Ibrahim Magu to President Muhammadu Buhari. There is corruption in Buhari's administration, although it's talking about transparency, working, my dear, story. And guess what? Anyone who wants to extort this nation and impoverish the nation and make the common man on the streets lifeless, God is going to expose them and we deal with them. It has just started. The probing and investigations have just started. Let's get on with the news and get all the details. Tinubu, Osibanjo are Magu's godfather, Femi Fani-Kayode. Former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani-Kayode, has alleged that the national leader of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, and Vice President Yemi Osibanjo are godfather to the suspended chairman of EFCC, Ibrahim Magu. Femi Kayode, in a tweet on Sunday, claimed that Magu never worked for President Muhammadu Buhari while in office, but for the two godfathers. The former minister did not provide any proof to the allegation and the relationship that he claims exists between Magu and Tinubu, as well as the vice president of the country. He said, what is going to happen today was planned years ago. The real target is not Magu, but those who worked for and protected for the last 4 years. He never worked for Buhari. He worked for Tinubu and Osibanjo. When they finish crushing him, they will move against him, his two godfathers. I'll read the tweets and so you can get it very well. What is happening to Magu today was planned years ago. The real target is not Magu, but those he worked for and protected for the last 4 years. He never worked for Buhari. He worked for Tinubu and Osibanjo. When they finish crushing him, they will move against him, his godfathers. Magu is being held at the police headquarters, Abuja, over allegations of lack of transparency in management of recovered assets and mismanagement of the EFCC fund. He is expected to reappear before the Justice Ayo Salemu probe panel on Monday, that's today, to defend himself against several allegations being levied against him. The matter is still ongoing and more facts are coming up. My dear, so this is what is happening. Femi Fani-Kayode, you know him very well, former aviation minister during the time of Goodluck Jonathan. You know himself and Omokri, they don't give Buhari's administration a single, they are critics that brings to light everything that is happening in the Buhari's administration. He said Magu was not working for Buhari. You people thought that Buhari appointed him to work for him. No, that he was working for the godfathers who, after they are finished with him, will crush him. That what you are saying, in politics, you have to be careful, oh. Don't eat very closely with anybody. You think that you are eating and you are enjoying the food. All of a sudden, you will see two people whispering. It might just be your downfall they are planning. So, Femi Fani-Kayode is alleging that what you are saying has been planned years ago, that they are through with Ibrahim Magu. Hence, you are seeing what is happening. That this guy he was just a part of the chess. He was one of the checkers on the board that was used to play the chess. He did not know that he was being used, but he's saying now that the vice president of the country, Yemi Osibanjo, a man of integrity and character, that is involved in this matter. We initially heard when Magu's whole matter started that Magu said he gave Buhari 4 billion. But later he cleared it saying, no, he didn't give Buhari, I beg your pardon, Yemi Osibanjo 4 billion. And then later he start clearing the air that it was not, he didn't give Ibrahim, he didn't give Yemi Osibanjo any 4 billion. No, that is just an allegation here and there. That, so different matters has been coming up with relation to this very issue. What we are seeing now is a display of what a tip of the iceberg. Oh, you've not heard of other incidents and other issues going on in the country. If you know of what other people are doing, you will weep for Nigeria. Nigeria, as at today, is not supposed to. Nigeria was supposed to be giving aid and relief to countries if there is management and system are in place for Nigerians to be well taken care of. God has so blessed this country, and what we have is gross mismanagement of everything that we have. We have some selfish set of people who wants to enrich themselves and themselves alone. Have you heard of the numbers of vessels this might have? Have you heard of the billions of naira? In this country, a single person has the money that can solve Nigerian financial problem, that can pay Nigerians' debt. In this same country, in this very country, yes, this very country, Nigeria, we have such persons. Most of them, some are genuine, legit business people, but some are criminals who have stolen from the nation's treasury. To mention but a few, there was a time in this country when a particular regime wanted to leave. I'm not going to mention for purpose of, that's not the news we're talking about. And you know what the wife did? She called a particular woman in this country that was her tailor and gave her an oil blog. My dear, you don't understand what's going on in this country. If you know the extent of deterioration of what is going on in this country, you will weep for Nigeria. But what can we do? We can pray, and we can aspire to also become politicians. Yes, politicians. Yes, you heard me clearly, politicians. If we keep complaining and nobody exactly is making a headway to get into this political space, we leave it to the den of thieves and robbers, who will continue to infringe on our fundamental human rights and scatter our natural resources, leaving the country poor, dry, and deflated. So you and I, whatever state you belong to, please find out. Join your local government, start from there. Join. Just join. Just go there, join the wagon, join the train. When you join, participate. Go to meetings. Don't just be, I'm a PDP, I'm an APC, I'm a WPPC, I'm a SHIWD, No. Be involved, get involved, actively involved. Join the wagon. Then when they are going for meetings, let your voice be heard. When there is opportunity for secretary and all that, you might say it's a slow pace, but slow and steady win the race. It might not seem like much, but it's better than nothing. So you join. You go for local government chairman, you mingle with them, and you begin to understand what is going on. You begin to understand their perspective and their mindset. And when there's opportunity to make a suggestion and pray. So God will favor you in the whole matter. And as He's favoring you, you are climbing. You are climbing up the ranks so that they will be able to trust you. And the funniest thing, don't change your character. Be somebody that the party can say, oh, he will get it done for us. Is somebody of integrity. So that if you're in such a party that wants to see Nigeria move forward, they're looking for somebody trusted, tested, and that they can vouch for, they can pick you. Not to mention, but just to say what happened in Edo, 2016. Adams Oshomole was the only person who came up to say, I want to support this man. He has worked with me in office for the last 8 years. You did not hear of him because he's not that kind of person. He would not blow his trumpet. This is Adams Oshomole talking. His words, not mine. He said, this is somebody who can move Edo State forward. I know him. This is some of the things he has been doing in office, how he has been helping my administration. I can tell you this is somebody of integrity. Go and review that tape. You will see that Adams Oshomole was not giving a political talk to sway people just with words of man or words of mouth. He was saying it from his heart. So be that person. Be diligent in what you are doing. And you'll be surprised, very surprised. So these are some of the things we are talking about today. That there is opportunity to move forward. There is opportunity to make Nigeria great and better. why not get involved? What do you think? God bless. Bye for now.